team. Found Jesse here. I had an issue with the printer, so I'm helping him. I'm gonna make a 2-second improvement. So we have this page, which was just like an idea of how to get something to the checklist. And it'll probably print out here in a second, but we print this every single time. And we end up throwing it away, or it goes with it and people don't know what it is. So it adds confusion. So it takes us time. So we're just gonna delete it. Thank you. This Kanban was turned in. I don't think it's something that was ever re-reviewed when we went through our Kanban process. And so we ended up 2-binning it, even though it originally wasn't. And so the current inventory is actually something that's probably getting to the end or is past its life cycle. And so this is something we should review whether to order this at this point or not.
So one thing I think we're missing up here is explaining how you know and where to look so you know what barrel is which barrel. I haven't seen this before, but we only got a couple inches left in that barrel. I went to pop this one open. It's 55. And this one is clear. So they need to be switched. That's gonna be a pain in the butt, so we gotta put them back together, but it would have been a lot easier if we just put them in the right place first. So that's a training thing, because it is right here.
Hey guys, this stuff is what sculptors would use to make a sculpture. So it's a 2-part epoxy, and I made quite the mess. So here's my improvement for today. What that will be used is that's what we would make to make 4 shelves. So we get this mold out every time. And what we're gonna do is use these, and we're gonna cut them and sand them and get the radiuses all the same so that we can make a plug. And then once we make that plug, we'll be able to make a fiberglass mold for corner shelves. And our new style will have its own mold, much like the other one, which is stored over there. I think what that'll do is bring a little more trust to the setter, and it'll be easier to pour for sure. I'm not sure about spray, but it does suck to pull in one little piece to just spray that. So I think that'll help there. One issue that it would go backwards and it'll be a trade-off is going through the flat grinder. So we're gonna have to really kind of leverage our SOP so we're clear on that. And since we have to do it with the other one, I guess it would be a good opportunity for us to improve. Hey guys, we do get chips every once in a while in here, but usually that's in shipping. These edges are all usually pretty good. When you come to these, a lot of times when we get out to the field, you cut, and what happens, I don't know if I'll find one or not, this ends up jagged and raw. Probably because we don't have it well documented to sand that and round that, but this is an example of the quality. And so if we were shipping that to a customer versus installing it ourselves, it'd be highly likely that would get damaged pretty heavily. So that should help improve that too. All right guys, I'm running some tests of where some things are homed. I find that moving a lot, so I homed it right by there. Gonna run the test of moving the shower bases out, the shower base cart right behind it. That way hopefully we can start to work on how we process these, home them different. We flip-flop the mold repair. I call it mold repair. It shouldn't be mold repair. It should just be molds, because maybe we'll be making molds to this side, and then we'll have shower wall storage right along there, with the idea of building a cart, which we'll have to figure out. And that way we'd be able to pull the parts and roll right up to this line. And this line going down will be shower walls. Started doing some investigating on that today. All new. We're looking at anywhere between $30,000 and $60,000 of conveyor. Found some cheaper stuff, whatnot. So of course, using the wits in our wallets, we wonder if we can use something that we have, and or we'll look in the secondary market, see what we can find. What I'm trying to base that off of is 48 inches. So we run 224s right here, and it seems to work pretty well as a standard width. Those are pretty standard, so I think we might be able to find those. I just found 43-inch fully wide conveyors today. The project would be about $600 versus 20, 30, 40, 50. I'm not sure what it would end up. But anyway, so that's kind of the idea. Thanks.
Morning guys, so when I was 3S'ing the grinder, found this, so we're gonna get this replaced. Better suction. Hey guys, so when I'm 3S'ing here, I'm gonna sort some stuff out. So I found some screws from Undermounts. I'm not really sure what this is for. Haven't used it since I 3S, so I'm gonna sort that out. And these screws.
Hey everybody, Robert over here by the flat grinder, and the belt has been walking over and hitting the safety toggle, and it's been cutting the machine off. And what it is there wasn't the tension on the belts that we need, so I came over and checked them, and there was a little bit of play, so I loosened up these bolts, allowed that motor to come down and put the tension back on the belts. So we should be looking good. Let's just keep an eye out to see if the machine shuts down on us. Thank you.
This morning I am soaking the dry mop head from the break room. It's getting a little nasty, so I first kind of pounded that off, got some of the dry stuff off, soaking it in hot soapy water, and then after a few minutes I'll wring it out and let it sit and dry.
I am in the minivan. We are almost to the install. I don't know if this is gonna be heard, but there's a noise coming from the left front area when I apply the brake. I'm gonna do it right now. I don't know if you could hear that, but I wanted it noted. White minivan.
Just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Last can in the cabinet. Didn't hear it get brought up in a meeting. I just now noticed it myself and I went to go grab a can. Brand new, but it's the last one.
So this morning Carrie noticed that these 208 samples were actually on the table in the break room. So one of the suggestions that Carrie had that we're going to be trying is using one of our bins, and we're going to put the stickers on it saying place samples here, and this is going to be placed in the office area right in front of the sample and the office supplies right on this table.
Morning guys, so the one bin is empty. Pretty apparent. Kanban card. We're even picking off this one. Kanban card still left.
I'm here fixing this mold. I added wood in here. I got the grinder. I'm going to go through and clip these off, so if we're ever carrying this, we don't slice our hands wide open. So I added blocks to every spot that the track board needs to be reinstalled right in this zone here. And then I added pull boards on the ends because they got cracked up pretty bad. Alright, that's all reinstalled with the same width. Now we're screwed into actual wood instead of this little press board stuff. And we should be good to get back into production.